We talked about the biggest winners of the NBA draft, but now it's time to slander some teams, so let's talk about the biggest losers of the draft. The Orlando Magic had a massive opportunity in this draft with picks 6 and 11, and they really did not capitalize. Anthony Black at 6 is a flat-out reach. I understand he's a pretty safe prospect, but for a team that doesn't have shooting, his shooting really concerns me, and for a team that already has Markelle Fultz, I'm not really sure what Black offers that differs from him. That team is already loaded with guards, and for all the people who are going to say, well, Nico, who should they have picked instead? I think that Jarris Walker, Taylor Hendricks, Grady Dick, even Cam Whitmore would have made more sense. Then they shocked everyone by trying to address their shooting deficiencies with Jet Howard at number 11, who's a good player, no doubt about it. Once again, they missed out on two better shooters. Grady Dick and Jordan Hawkins both would have helped that need more. Then they made an egregious trade to cap off the night, trading the number 36 pick for a middle schooler and money. The Bucks proceeded to use that pick on an excellent connective defensive wing in Andre Jackson out of UConn, by the way. Tonight was a pretty big step back for one of the more promising rebuilds in the NBA. Look, the Charlotte Hornets are going to get destroyed for taking Brandon Miller at number 2 over Scoot Henderson. I actually didn't think it was that bad of a pick. I also think Nick Smith at 27 was a really nice steal. The reason I think the Charlotte Hornets were kind of losers tonight is because they've lost their own fan base. I don't think I know a single Hornets fan who was pleased with this decision. Even look at their own draft party. Like, it's going to take some time for that franchise to win the support of the fans back and make money selling tickets. I also just think it's bad process for the outgoing owner Michael Jordan to be deciding the long-term future of the team, which those new owners who just paid a fortune to him are going to inherit. I think this class will prove people wrong, though. It's just unfortunate that it caused so much tension. It's been a rough week for the Miami Heat when you think about how they didn't trade for Bradley Beal or Kristaps Porzingis because they thought they had a good shot at Dame, and now apparently Dame has no interest in leaving Portland. I thought they might have some trade up their sleeve with the number 18 pick to get an established scorer next to Jimmy Butler, but instead they used it on Jaime Jaquez. It's not a good pick. It's a reach. I'm sorry. I've always thought that Jaime Jaquez was much more of a college player than an NBA player because he's not a very athletic scorer, but that's what he did at UCLA. I don't think this is going to work out. They've hindered their trade potential now, and I think there were better scorers on the board, like Marcus Sasser or Bryce Sensabaugh. Overall, though, this was one of the better drafts in a while. I thought I was going to have a lot more to criticize, but most of these picks were very, very justifiable.